a small, struggling village nestled in the shadow of a towering, mysterious mountain. The mountain is said to be cursed, and no one has ever reached its summit. The villagers live in fear of the mountain, believing it brings bad luck and hardship. The story takes place in a timeless, rural world where tradition and superstition hold great power. Laila, a 17-year-old girl with a curious mind and a restless spirit. She's an orphan, raised by her elderly grandmother, who is the village healer. Laila has always felt out of place in the village, yearning for something more than the repetitive, fear-driven life everyone else seems content with. She has a secret passion for drawing and often sketches the mountain, imagining what lies beyond its misty peak. The village is facing its worst drought in decades. Crops are failing, the river has dried up, and the villagers are on the brink of starvation. The elders decide to perform an ancient ritual to appease the mountain spirits, but Laila overhears them discussing a darker truth. The ritual involves sacrificing a young villager to the mountain. Horrified, Laila realizes she must do something to save her community and herself. Laila discovers an old, hidden map in her grandmother's belongings. The map shows a path up the mountain, with a note that reads, "The source of life lies at the peak." Against her grandmother's warnings and the villagers' protests, Laila decides to climb the mountain to find the source of the drought and save her village. She believes the mountain is not cursed, but holds the key to their survival. Laila's ascent is fraught with challenges. She faces physical obstacles like steep cliffs, raging storms, and treacherous terrain. She also battles her own fears and doubts, especially when she encounters strange, almost supernatural occurrences, echoes of voices, shadowy figures, and visions of her past. Along the way, she meets a mysterious boy named Kale, who claims to be a wanderer but seems to know more about the mountain than he lets on. Kale becomes her guide and companion, though Laila isn't sure if she can trust him. Near the summit, Laila and Kale discover a hidden valley filled with lush vegetation and a crystal-clear spring. The water from the spring flows underground, feeding the village below. However, the spring is guarded by a massive, ancient tree with glowing roots. The tree speaks to Laila, revealing that it is the heart of the mountain and has been neglected for centuries. The drought is a result of the villagers' fear and refusal to honor the mountain's spirit. Laila realizes that the true curse is not the mountain itself, but the villagers' fear and ignorance. She convinces the tree to restore the water flow, but only if the villagers promise to change their ways and respect the mountain. Laila returns to the village with water from the spring and shares her discovery. Though some are skeptical, her bravery inspires others to believe in her. The elders agree to abandon the sacrificial ritual and adopt new practices to honor the mountain. The drought ends, and the village begins to thrive again. Laila becomes a symbol of courage and change, and her journey up the mountain becomes a legend. She continues to explore and document the mountain's secrets, with Kale by her side. The story ends with Laila standing at the edge of the village, looking up at the mountain with a sense of pride and wonder, knowing that she has unlocked a new future for herself and her people.